Hey guys, today I'm here to bring you my review of Maze Runner 2: The Scorch Trials. Now, I usually don't go to the movies around this time of day because I saw this movie at like 12:40, but, I ended up not having class today, so I decided to go to the movies. So, yeah. And I finally saw Maze Runner 2, and guys, I have to say, I didn't like this movie that much. Like, and really, there were only like a couple good things in the Maze Runner, the Scorch Trials. Obviously, when a movie on Rotten Tomatoes is in like the 30s, 40s, or like 50s, I don't really worry about that movie that much because I've liked movies in the 40s and 50s and even the 30s. But, so I didn't worry about that, though I saw reviews coming in, people were like giving it so-so ratings, though there are some reviewers gave it like an A minuses, and I'm just like, wait, what? Really? So obviously I knew I had to see this for myself. I saw the first one last year, and I want to finish the series out, even though there's still at least one more movie. I mean, I don't know how many books are in the Maze Runner thing. I think it's a trilogy, but I'm not sure. But if there is a trilogy, it's probably going to be two more movies after this. And yeah. First of all, I will get to the positives. The chemistry between the guy characters, not with the teenage girl Teresa, who I will talk about later. The chemistry between them was good, especially between Thomas, the main character played by Dylan O'Brien, Newt played by Thomas Brody Sangster, who was also Jojen Reed in Game of Thrones, and the Asian kid. I forgot his name, but I did like his character in the first movie, and I liked him in this movie. It was good between them, and also the first like 20 to 30 minutes of this movie were actually pretty entertaining. But other than that, this movie is not good. First of all, the acting, just from everyone, it just looks like no one was really trying. I mean, the only person who really looked like, people who really looked like they were trying were the kids. And by kids, I mean young people who played like Thomas and Teresa and all that. Like Littlefinger, Aidan Gillen, who plays Littlefinger in Game of Thrones, was in this. He was definitely not trying. Like, I can tell he's trying in Game of Thrones because Littlefinger is one of the best characters. He's in my top 10. He is a really great character, but with this, he didn't look like he was trying. And also, the actress, Nathalie Emmanuel, who plays Missandei in Game of Thrones, is also in this. She was meh. And also the guy who plays Gus Fring in Breaking Bad was in this. So yeah, it was quite a big cast as far as TV stars go, but just nobody looked like they were trying, really. Yeah. So most of the acting was just like hit or miss. None of it was outright bad. It was just like nobody cared, really. Yeah. Also, Dylan O'Brien as an action star. I mean, the only action scenes he really had was him running and then holding a gun and shooting at people. But just like Shailene Woodley with Insurgent, I was just, you are not an action star. He ran like his arms were like flailing. It was kind of funny. Yeah, he's not an action star. Now he has a really cute face, but he's not an action star. Though I do want to see Dylan O'Brien in more stuff, even though I think his acting went a little downhill in this movie, I still think he has a lot of potential as an actor. And yes, and also I do not watch Teen Wolf. I know he's a main character in that, but I'm never gonna watch that show. It's not my thing. But anyways, I know Dylan O'Brien, he still has potential, and he's really adorable, but he's not an action star. So yeah. Also, this movie, it was really it got really boring, and also and not only was it boring because there were so many cliches. I've seen so many of these things I've seen so much of this in other movies and TV series. It's nothing new, just, there were too many cliches, and also there were zombies, which the zombies in this movie were not as cool as the ones in The Walking Dead, just saying. it got boring because of the cliches, and also I felt like it was a little too long. They should have cut like 10 to 15 minutes off of the movie, or just cut a few scenes out. Just it felt too long, and at the end I was starting to look at my phone, and I try not to use my phone when I'm in the movies, but sometimes when a movie is super boring, I look at my phone to see how much time I have left. So yeah, I felt like this movie would never end. Thankfully it did, but yeah. Also, I hate the character of Teresa. Like, her character, I didn't really have any thoughts about her character in the first movie, but then this movie, I hate her character. She really did nothing, and then but the thing that she did nothing for pretty much most of the movie, but then the last thing she did, just F her. I don't like Teresa. No, she was a dumb character. So yeah. Also, this actually really is annoying me. Okay, I know there are people out there who hate The Hunger Games, even though I know that most people love or like the series, but I know there are people who hate it. But how is The Maze Runner better than The Hunger Games? Because I know there are people who hate The Hunger Games, but for some reason they like The Maze Runner. But how is this better? Answer that question, because I do not see how this is better than The Hunger Games. I mean, The Hunger Games is the best young adult franchise, and I'm not, yes. And I'm not counting Harry Potter, because Harry Potter is different. Harry Potter is like for kids, more for everyone. I mean, The Hunger Games has a wider audience too, but Harry Potter really is for everyone. But yeah, how is The Maze Runner better than The Hunger Games? And also, and I know there are also some people who think that the Divergent series is better than The Hunger Games, but we're not going to talk about them. But anyways, yeah. Overall, Maze Runner 2, the beginning was entertaining, and the chemistry between all the kids, teen characters it was pretty good. But other than that, this movie was boring and filled with cliches. No one was trying, and also there are some jokes that didn't work, and also the emotional stuff in this movie did not work for me at all. So I'm gonna give The Maze Runner 2 3 out of 10 stars. 3 out of 10. Just, it was not that good, and yeah, it was slightly better than Insurgent, but that's not saying much. So yeah, if you've seen The Maze Runner, tell me your thoughts on it. And also, what is your favorite young adult franchise or just single movie? Mine would definitely be The Hunger Games. And also, my next review for sure will be Everest. So yeah, other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.